Hey guys, welcome. So, I don't know if you can tell by that intro, but today we're going to be breaking down Taylor Swift's song, uh, Shake It Off. Now, the reason I chose this song, it's one of my favorite songs. When I'm in a bad mood, sometimes I listen to it, or just anytime I need to shake something off, I listen to it. But another reason I chose this song is when you're learning a new language, like I want you to do something fun, like I want you to do something you enjoy. Like it doesn't have to be boring, it doesn't have to be hard. So when you're learning anything actually, so find a way to make it fun, find a way to make it enjoyable for you, so you can actually, because you'll actually learn faster. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to break down first couple sentences of the song and go, even jump into the chorus. So we'll start with the first line right now. All right, so first line there is I stay out too late. Now the reason I chose this sentence here specifically is two is the number one most messed up word that people spell wrong grammatically. Now this is really silly. I don't even remember where I learned this or who I learned this from, but how to tell when it's two or two. So how that she taught me, and I don't remember who this was, but for two, like the number two, just imagine this is a W, however you want to imagine that. So if it's two things, it's TWO. If it's to something, so like this, imagine me pointing, so you see that there, pointing, so it's to something. Or if it's two O's, it means that there's like too many, there's a lot of them, or so this too late, that's kind of a bad example, but it just kind of helps me remember. And sometimes when I'm thinking of that, I just remember the 2O, the TWO, the two. It's always pretty easy to tell which one that one is. But that's the number one thing I see a lot of people misspell that one on Facebook or whatever it may be. So we'll go on to the next sentence here. All right, so next sentence there was I got nothing in my brain. Now, one of the things that you'll learn when you're studying music or poetry, grammatically, it's not always going to make sense. But meaning that it won't always be written properly or proper English, but they're allowed to do that, but you're not when you're turning in a paper for your homework or whatever it may be. But she actually didn't, she chose the word I got nothing in my brain. If you're writing, turn this in for homework and you're saying I have nothing, that's probably what I would choose. But keep in mind, she's an artist, she can do whatever she wants. And she's an awesome songwriter. I think she wrote this one. Anyways, but she could have said I don't have anything. And the reason I say that, because in certain languages, I don't know what's your first language, but some people do have like double meanings. Like you can use a double negative. Like for instance, she could not have said I don't have nothing, so that would make it a double negative, and in English you can't do that. Now in Spanish I hear it all the time, and they'll say no tengo nada. So I know each language is slightly different. You can put in the comments what your native language is and how it would sound best in that language if you want. But we'll go on to the next sentence here. All right, so the next one is that's what people say. Now, say is an action verb. Now, she could have said said if it was past tense, or saying, which is a present participle. But she chose say, probably because it rhymes with the next couple lines. But, for say, it could mean... it's for the past and the present. So like if it would have just said said, could have been just a one-time deal, or it could have been that there's something not commonly said or that people said in the past. But she says say, meaning that they could say it now, they could say it later on. So we'll go on to the next sentence here. Same sentence. All right, so that one here is I go on too many dates. Now, like we were learning earlier, is it too many dates? So is it 3 dates, like it's two more than one? Or is she going too many dates? or is it too many? Like there's too many. There's a lot of them. It's probably the last one. I haven't seen her actual lyrics, but I'm pretty sure that's what she's talking about. I don't think anybody would disagree with me on that one. But you could, if you wanted to say, like I said, if the magic number was 3 and she wanted to only go on one date, then it could be too many dates. So, anyways, but we'll go on to the next sentence here. Same thing, stay. She could have said stayed, or she could have said staying, but that wouldn't make much sense and it wouldn't rhyme with the rest of that stuff. So it's the verb stay. And there she goes, or at least that's what people say. Same thing with earlier, it's not our saying or said. But it's our saying, so it's say, not saying. But like I said, it rhymes with everything, so it could be why. But keep in mind, it's her song. She can choose to write it however she wants. All right, so but I keep cruising. For those of you that don't know what that means, sorry, is that means that she just keeps moving, she just keeps going, and she'll kind of elaborate on that a little bit more. But she's just saying that she, like I said, she didn't use cruise or cruised. This one's just cruising, so she's cruising now, but she's probably going to keep cruising. So that's how we break that one down. All right, so I wanted to go over can't and won't. If you don't know, those are conjunctions, meaning they combine 2 words together. So if she would have said cannot stop, will not stop, it wouldn't have sounded as good, so she chose can't stop, won't stop. But if she wanted a longer sentence, let's say that the sentence needed just one more syllable in it, she could have said will. She could have said will not stop or cannot stop, but she broke it down to simplify it, I'm sure. But also, it's her right to do it however she wants. So. All right, so there too, she goes, it's like I got this music. Got, like I said, could. She could have chose whatever she wanted to there. She could have said have. It's like I have this music, but it's a very laid back song, so it doesn't have to be proper. But like I said, she picks and chooses whatever she wants a song or whatever she wants in her song. So, and also to gonna, gonna is actually slang, and it's also a conjunction for going to. So there she would say going to be all right. So, like I said, it doesn't sound as good. It's gonna be all right sounds a little bit better. So, all right. So there she's talking about because the player's gonna play. Same thing. She could have said. That she chose gonna obviously because it goes with the rest of the song, but it also sounds silly if she said because players played or are playing, so she chose play as the verb, and also too because it rhymes with some of the other stuff, I'm sure. But like I said, you can break it down, you can choose whatever you want when you're writing your song or your sentence, but we'll just kind of go into some of the other ones. So that's the past and the present participle, and then the verb for play. So played, play, and playing. Same thing. Haters. What do? They hate. So hated would be past tense, and hating would be the present participle for that, or the. So anyways. And there, baby, I'm just going to shake, shake, shake. So same thing. She could have said, I'm just going to shook. Yeah, shook would be past tense, or shaked. Nah. Shaked is I don't remember what the difference is there, but I have seen people use shaked, or shook sounds better, but I don't remember why it's not shaked. And then shaking, like I said, for the action. But anyways, same thing. I shake it off, not I shook it off, or I am shaking it off. So anyways, so I'm just going over all the different examples she could have used, but she chose not to. Same thing with break, broke, breaking, and break, obviously, for the present, or the one she chose for the verb. Same thing there, fake, faked, or faking. It's the same thing, shake, she's already went over that, so just remind me there. And like I said, guys, thanks for watching this video. Taylor, if you want to make a new video with me for, we'll use all the present participle or all the verbs for your verb, past, present, and but anyways, if you have any songs you want me to break down, if you want me to translate for you, leave it in the comments and we'll do that for you. Thanks.